Bukayo Saka and Declan Rice shine for England as England beat Malta 2-0 in their second last fixture of the World Cup qualifiers. Welcome to the Rokani Media Football. This is the Arsenal News Show, and you're obviously going to get a little bit and talk about Gabriel Martinelli in the mix, also really shining for their national or respective national teams. Smash the like button, comment and share if you're only watching us for the very first time, and never to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. And Rokani David is my name, and I'm here to bring to you the best that you guys deserve as the viewers of this channel. So how are you guys and how are you doing? Hope you're really having fun and really getting along with what you people deserve to be getting. And it has been long since I last talked to you, but I'm here to obviously bring you this story, as I was last here when I was doing a story about Ed, right? Now let's do something concerning Bukayo Saka and other Arsenal players that took part into the international break. Now, Bukayo Saka and Declan Rice never started off the game of football yesterday as England beat Malta by 2-1. And by the time they came up with the field of play, it was 1-0 in favor of England. But in that entire time, the first half, England had only gone ahead to obviously create one chance. Hear me out. Create one chance. All had one shot on target, because even the goal they scored was an own goal. Phil Foden tried to hit that ball and deflected off the defender and went back of the net. But when Saka came on through, magic had to happen, because you know how slicky and smooth he is, especially when he's in the final third of the opponent, and he found himself creating an assist for the player known as Harry Kane in the 75th minute. In that game, England won it by 2-0. Declan Rice also came on through, and things started to happen in the midfield of England. When you look at the starting 11 of England, they really had Pickford in goal, Trippier right back, Tomori was the right back, Trippier was the left back, McGahey and Harry Maguire in the central defense, Jadon Henderson, Trent Alexander-Arnold and Conor Gallagher played in the midfield. Then Phil Foden right forward, Rashford left forward, Harry Kane was the center forward in there for the side of England. But the beauty that every Arsenal fan will obviously want to obviously celebrate is that their players, Bukayo Saka and Declan Rice, never started this game. They never started this game. That is the beauty of all this. And if I thought they had gone ahead to start, maybe they would have gone ahead to succumb to an injury, but they never started this game. That's a very huge positive for Mikel Arteta, and I think he was outside there smiling and saying, now 45 minutes for Bukayo Saka and maybe 20-30 minutes for Declan Rice. Not bad as we prepare to play Macedonia, I think, on Monday, to obviously call it quits. So that is really good business and good news for the players and the fans of Arsenal, that their two players that are really main never really had to do all that. Because when you look at Arsenal, when they return from the international break, they're obviously going to be having some huge fixtures to play for. And when they return from the international break, guess who they obviously play next? Brentford away from home. It's not gonna be an easy one. Then they host RC Lens in the Champions League at the Emirates. Then Wolverhampton Wanderers at Emirates. Luton Town, away from home. Arsenal play at Aston Villa, All those are really hard games for Arsenal to do. And the only way they're supposed to obviously get through these games is by having a fully fit squad with the likes of Declan Rice and Bukayo Saka into action. Now, there is another player that had not hit the ground running for Arsenal, but it looks like ever since he returned, he's really doing great. Ever since he returned against Manchester City and scored a goal, that is Gabriel Martinelli, he's doing great and he's firing up all cylinders. He scored, or he put Brazil ahead of Colombia in the midweek, but Luis Diaz of Liverpool came from behind and really scored 2 headers to make it 2-1 in favor of Colombia. But there is a huge positive that Arsenal can get out of that game. The first positive is them having Martinelli on the score sheet, because ever since Martinelli's returned from the game of Manchester City, he has been really scoring goals, by the way. Against Manchester City, against Sevilla, right? And which other team did he score against? He has been really on fire, and we're going to hate to see to it that even at Brazil, is going to hate to score goals. And Arteta would like to see him in this shape, because last season he scored 16 goals and 5 assists. So he just needs to see that he gets back to those levels as a player. That's where you want to see him do your job. You saw to it that when they are playing Sevilla, he got an assist for the club of Arsenal. That was really great. So he's slowly getting back in shape. That is really great for the club of Arsenal. And if Arsenal can find Bukayo Saka, Martin Odegaard, Martinelli in the shape they were last season, then it's obviously going to really put up a very huge fight for the trophy, because all these players are talking about are not yet back to the players they were last season. Though they are scoring in goals, but the levels at which they are performing at are really still banger average. They should just get themselves where they're supposed to be, and they will see where their world is taking them. And the other positive talk about is Jesus. We saw him training with the Brazil national team, but he never traveled with the Brazil national team to Colombia. Now, when they're hosting Argentina, I think it's going to be in the Maracana Stadium, I think on Monday or Tuesday. We'll be waiting to see whether Jesus is part of the squad to obviously get himself along, as Arsenal need him badly. When you're playing teams like Burnley, when you're playing teams like Sheffield, you might not feel his void. But first teams like Newcastle, first teams like Manchester United, first teams like Liverpool, you'll feel the void of this man, as he is really, really, really very pivotal in the movement of the team of Arsenal in the final third, and the way he makes other players that play around him look better. That is really one of the things that you'll never take off him. He's really a very good guy, and he does the best for the club of Arsenal. So we just wait and see how Jesus is going to obviously be part of the game of Argentina versus Brazil. Yes, all know that's how we are waiting to see how everything is going to go on along at the club of Arsenal. But other players are really playing very well, and no other injuries have been really registered. For example, Tomiyasu for Japan, William Saliba, I think, is in action with France today. Zinchenko with Ukraine has not yet gotten an injury. Jorginho with Italy, I saw them beat a team. Was it how many goals? They destroyed the team yesterday night. Edin Nketiah was not called up for the national team duties, Gabriel Magalhaes also played some 60-70 minutes as Brazil lost to Colombia by 2-1 and was taken off. He's still fit, and I saw a photo of him celebrating a birthday for his Brazilian teammate, that is Bruno Guimarães, when they were in the camp. So all good. Ramsdale, he's doing great. He's not injured. And for David Raya, I forgotten to obviously talk about David Raya. He had the chance to be in between the stitches as Spain beat. There is a team they beat 5 goals. 5 goals. It was 5 guys. 5 is what they put across that team. And Lawal was the first to score. Where is Spain? Italy beat North Macedonia by 5-2. That is the Jorginho's side. Now I'm looking for Spain. Okay, Spain beat Cyprus by 3-1, and David Raya had the chance to obviously start for Spain. I think this is his Spanish international debut, and it shows you how Spain is really influencing the English media. Remember, the father of Aaron Ramsdale came out and really complained of how Arteta betrayed his son, and he said David Raya sorry, Aaron Ramsey was not really a happy person. And guess what the Spanish national team did? They said to endorse this man that he's getting his cap for the national team. Because he is really the first choice goalkeeper of Arsenal. Let him be in between the stitches. And guess what happened? The guy was given green light, and everything really went on very, very well. So even David Raya just conceded 1 goal, and he had lots of things to say about that. And I think I'm going to run that in the next video of what he really had to say. So guys, your thoughts on Declan Rice, Saka, David Raya, and Martinelli shining for their respective national teams are welcome in the comment section below. Rokani David remains my name. Hope you guys are really having fun wherever you are. May the living to God bless you abundantly. The Muslims, Barakallahu fikum. Bye bye.